Good morning. Welcome back. Delgado's Rants. Yours truly, Joe Delgado, your everything coach, your partner in crime, the person that's going to help you get to wherever you want to go. This is what you gotta first overcome. You gotta find out where you want to go. Like what is your value? What's your mission statement? What is, when all the dust settles, what do you want? And don't allow other people to define that. If you gotta come to terms with what you want, and you can't have anyone else try to dictate anything different. Do not falter off of your dreams. That's what I'm here for, baby. Joe Delgado, your everything coach. We're going to change the world. Indestructible me. Because we're going to change the mind. We're going to improve that mindset. We're going to improve the environment you're in. How are we going to do that? Is we're going to empower you to believe and understand that you can make the change in the environment you're in. You're not the product of your surroundings. You're going to be the product of you. What? So that's why you got to follow along. We're going to continuously feed your mind so you can start to see things in the world that you live in and know what to avoid. The pitfalls, the obstacles. Yeah, I'm not going to do that because that's garbage. That's not going to help me work on my goals. The things I say to myself. Wake up every single day. Boom. Write down type. Because I'm going too fast, which is going to be what today's episode is. I'm going too fast. Write down my goals, my ambitions, my dreams. What's my mantra? What am I going to do? This is your mantra. Speed is everything. I'm not talking about the drug. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just, take drugs and it would be easier? That's essentially what it is. Drugs are just make things easier. Coping, make you have energy when you're feeling the lows, or whatever it may be. Speed is not, I'm not talking about the narcotic. I'm talking about just moving. How I'm keep on talking fast. I just can't contain myself. The energy, the enthusiasm, it's like a boiling point. But what you need to understand is speed. Accelerate action. And there's always going to be some type of improvement. Take time out of the equation, and that is actually moving faster. You have to essentially transition from one activity to another like you're behind. You're running behind. For an example, I was traveling to Tallahassee or Florida because I'm looking for places to live. And, I was on my way back and I had to get gas and make a pit stop. So I went off the highway, I got gas, I went to the bathroom, blah, 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 recentered, and then got back on the road in the highway. Well, I eventually I eventually got up to I was with an 18-wheeler. I remember the 18-wheeler because I remember the plate, remember how the backing of the 18-wheeler looked. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That means I'm exactly where I was before I took that pit stop. So did that time that I spent, that extra time that I added to my equation, did that actually exist? I didn't, because I'm back where I was before I made the detour. So the detour didn't technically happen because the person in that car, in that 18-wheeler, is exactly where they were going to be no matter what, right? So I was like, man, this is a crazy concept. I literally time traveled, whether you want to think of it or not. And no matter what, because if I stayed on that same road, that same path, going the same speed that I was going, I would have been where I was without that detour. But maybe a little, acceleration, gas hungry on the foot pedal. making up the time that I lost for taking that pit stop, I got to where I was going to be anyways if I didn't take that pit stop. So that pit stop is essentially, I did activity in that pit stop, right? I went to the bathroom and got gas, whatever it may be, whatever. And it was that. But ideally, that was just literally a free activity because I got to a spot where I was going to be no matter what. Re-listen to this multiple times because I might sound like a crazy person. I don't really care. I don't really care because I know it makes sense. Speed. And I'm not condoning breaking the law. I'm actually speeding on the road. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you have to. But, maybe that's a bad example because I was going, obviously, over the speed limit. So send me a ticket wherever state I was in at the time. I don't know. But how can we put this into our lives? One activity to the next. You're working a job. You're working we're filling our heads with all the time that we have time. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't hold back because we feel that we're too old or it's too late to do stuff, take control of our lives, or, I'm 50 years old. There's no point on even trying to become an influencer or, running social media. I have no idea. That's a young person's game. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about that with time. I'm talking about the aspect that we are filling our head that we have enough time, and time is friction. It is moving continuously forward. So just like my road analogy, just think about it. If you are able to operate faster, you're essentially adding in more life into your time. And we all get 24 hours every single day, no matter what, right? Oprah, President Biden, whoever it may be, The Rock, that we are all operating with the same allotted time each day. The only difference is that some people are moving faster than others. And that's why speed is everything. Speed is money. Speed is the new big. And you need to fill your head with knowledge and with confidence. Confidence will help speed, hands down. And if you're not understanding this concept, you gotta have to probably listen to this episode 100 times until it starts to beat into your head, and so you start operating and seeing this. It's because you cannot make decisions if you don't have knowledge about something, right? You're not gonna be confident. Just think about every single time that you have to make a decision. You're adding time to the equation, which is speed. You're hitting the brake instead of the accelerator. So every time you have to make a decision and you're just let me sleep on it, let me think about it. There is truth to the sleeping on it. It's 100%. Again, to try not to distract with what I'm mainly trying to say. And I'm probably confusing you by switching all this knowledge I have and not consolidating my point of view. What I mean is, at the end of the day, the ability to move faster is going to be because you have more knowledge in it. If you need to make a decision and you're not, something deep down in you is I'm not sure. I mean, most likely you should probably just choose the option of not doing it, right? If it's a yes or a no option, nope, because I'm not sure. That's fast. You're moving faster, and you're able to add in more activity into your life. You can move on. You can do other things. So that will be better than sitting there and dwelling on it, because then you're going to sit there and you're going to add time, and you're going to be taking time away from doing other things that's going to be adding value. There's no reason why if you need to make a decision, it's a yes or no decision, or if it's, I mean, it could be massively large to you, like especially if you're trying to grow a business, do something, maybe get married or whatever. Chances are, if it's something that is not just like shooting out to you, like, yeah, this is it, most likely it's not the best option for you right then and there. But there's no reason why you can't put a pin in that and be like, hey, maybe down the road that's going to be better for me. But right now, I got to do other stuff. And you have to operate that way. Like, hey, I don't got time. I don't got time to call you back if you just want to chit chat. I don't got time to just sit around and just drink and talk about how great life would be if we actually got up and fucking started working. You know, like, you got to start operating with speed. That's how I do these episodes. How can I condense as much information as I possibly can in a 15 to 20 minute window? And hopefully maybe you just break it up. 5 minutes each throughout the day, and you just re-listen to different parts of the 5 minutes. Because there's so much, it's condensed. Right? You gotta pull the trigger and operate on faster levels because you need to consolidate. If you took 10 minutes, think about a 10-minute block, and compare yourself to the other people around you, the other living beings. What are they doing in 10 minutes? It takes 10 minutes to, think about if you exercise. Once you get done with exercise, you need a shower, right? What do you do in between the exercising and the shower? Is it you just dragging feet because you're tired, you're exhausted? If you can eliminate the just pointless, moaning or the walking around and like getting ready to shower, you'll be showering faster, and then you'll be ready to do more stuff, be more productive. And it doesn't take it doesn't take any other skill or talent to do that. It just has the will to be able to be more productive. And then you will be operating with more energy. You will literally just spark a fire in you because you're moving. And that's going to increase your metabolic rate because your body is going to, it's going to increase your body temperature just by moving. If you're cold outside and if you start moving and becoming active, your body temperature increases, right? That's just the commonality with this action. But you need speed. Maybe you need to take a narcotic. No, I'm not condoning that at all. Please don't. The only stimulant that I take is coffee, and I hate that because I just hate having to consume anything, and I know what it does to the body. There's some, I guess, benefits to it, but that's not what I'm talking about here today. I consume coffee to get me into activation mode faster. Because I know how important it is and how significantly that's going to impact my day. To think faster. It's an actual thing. You have to, so let's write this down real quick. You have to start educating yourself. That is going to allow you to run faster, to act faster. The more knowledge you have, the more confident that you'll be able to make decisions and operate. You will know how to organize a planner because you've learned and read books from successful people on how to organize planners. You will know what marketing scheme you want to do if you're running a business because you have read books and studied from marketers. So you will know to pull the trigger a lot faster instead of contemplating. You take it in a day, take it a week, and never making a decision. You know what diet plan, what to do, like how to act within a diet plan. When you're out grocery shopping, instead of just sitting there and wondering, like maybe this is good, this is too much calories, so maybe I can just make it up here, blah, blah, blah. You'll be going through the grocery aisles, boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to lock and load. Let's go, baby. Right? So you need to fill your head with knowledge so you're able to pull the trigger a lot faster. And if you don't have the knowledge now, you just need to start moving faster. Don't stop moving. If you don't stop moving, you're going to continuously breathe in your body and get it activated and be in activation mode. If you don't know what you should be doing at that time period, it's going to sound crazy. Just start cleaning, start moving around, start going for a walk. You will stimulate creativeness. You'll stir this cognitive function that's going to be just unparalleled to what you're compared to. Act with an accelerated need to your future. Consolidate as much activity as you possibly can. Cram as much activity you can per minute for your life, and you'll start seeing the world change. I assure you. Speed is big. Speed is money. Act fast. Thank you for tuning in. Again, Indestructible Me. Follow us, subscribe. Change the mind, we change the world. And always be great.